Hello everyone, and welcome to this class about muscle testing and intuition and being able to hear answers from your body, to be able to communicate with yourself. I am Emily Powell. I am a Christian, LDS, and I am an intuitive energy worker and energy healing practitioner. And muscle testing is one of the really great ways to be able to connect into your intuition and tune into all the information that's available within your own body, your own energy field, and also in the world. Okay, so we're going to talk about first about muscle testing. And muscle testing isn't the best fit for everyone. Some people, the way their intuition works and their intuitive senses or spiritual senses work is that other things work better. So we're going to get to that afterwards. Okay, so muscle testing, also often known as applied kinesiology, is based on the concept that every muscle in your body is built for joy and truth. Built for truth. We'll focus on that. And every muscle in your body gets a little bit weaker when it's not in truth. So if I hold my fingers with a little bit of firmness, enough that they don't break immediately, and if I say, my name is Emily, and I try to just keep this the same. I'm not going to be like changing it or pushing harder. If I just hold steady enough that it's not too easy to break, and I say my name is Emily, and I push on it a little bit, nothing changes. If I say my name is George, it gets a little bit weaker. Every muscle in the body just gets a little bit weaker because it's like, that's not true. So that happens for every muscle in the body. So you can use any muscle to muscle test, really. The most common ones is the arm. If you go to a chiropractor, someone who does NEAT or a nutritionist, anyone who uses muscle testing, the most common way is using the deltoid with a straight arm. And if you just hold it steady, not trying to flex as hard as you possibly could and not trying to change it. So if something was pushing on you, you're just gonna try and hold steady. So basically just match the pressure. So if I'm sitting tall and I hold my arm steady, and I just hold it there enough that I can push on it and it doesn't really change. It's able to meet my pressure just fine. And I say my name is Emily, nothing really happens. And if I say my name is George, it gets just a little bit weaker. And every muscle in the body does. I like the ring and ring method. That's the one you'll see me using the most, where you hold both fingers with a little bit of pressure, link them together, and then this one will give way, because that's what I'm focusing on. It will give way and it will alter, it'll change. The other one is just going to apply pressure pulling. This one works really well. That's probably a good one to start with. I was just worried it applies a little bit of pressure on the finger sideways, and sometimes I pull a little too hard and I knew that would hurt my finger. But it's a great way, especially if you can do it subtly. There are lots of other ways to muscle test, including just with rubbing pressure. And basically just tell your body what you want it to do for yes and what you want it to do for no. So here you can apply pressure and it gets a little weaker and can just slip easily if it's a no. So if it's a yes, both fingers are applying pressure. If it's a no, it's able to slide past the friction. There's not enough force putting in friction. It's able to slide pretty quickly. Some people like, instead of, well, I guess you could do it with one finger here. You could push down or let it get, or it'll get a little weaker. Or you can even do it with this finger, applying pressure to that one. Do like that. Lots of ways. You could probably look up more ways. I really like this one for starting because it's really simple, or the ring and ring method. And it just takes tuning in and practicing. So if you want to try this right now, join me. Get comfortable, take a couple deep breaths. We're just gonna get really present in the body, centered and grounded. You also need to be hydrated, otherwise your hydration can mess things up, make it hard to feel the clear answer. And then apply a little bit of, hold your fingers together with just a little bit of pressure. So if you had a dimmer switch for a light bulb, and you could turn the light all the way up, or you could turn it all the way down. If you just turn it on to like 10%, 10 or 20%, just a little bit, we'll actually go all the way, push really hard, let go all the way completely, and then come back and just slowly start to push up the dimmer switch until you're like 10 or 15% or 20%, just a little bit. All right, and then just think about that staying steady. Take a couple breaths, and then use your finger to push against it lightly, just real lightly, just to feel what the strength and the resistance provided by your 15% pressure is. Get familiar with that. And then push really hard and break through it. Feel what that feels like. All right. Okay, and if there are any real analytical people watching, you may also want to feel what it feels like to squeeze really hard, hard enough that nothing can break through, and then softer, 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 softer until you can break through, just to go through that, what that experience feels like. Okay, now back to it. So go ahead, take a breath, dimmer switch up to 15%, apply a little pressure to feel what that's like, and then say yes, 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 and feel what the pressure feels like. Say no, 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 and try to apply the same pressure you just did. And you want to just go back and forth with that. So yes, our body's going to always respond in strength to that. When we say no, our body's going to go into that weakened state. So you can say, my name is Emily, my name is George. You can say your name and something that's not your name, or you can just say yes or no. All right, and if you do that several times, you'll start to feel that little subtle change, that little subtle difference. It takes for each person tuning into their body and kind of getting familiar with what that feels like. And the goal of your pulling finger is just to stay constant. The amount of pressure pulling through is the same. So, okay. I have some very analytical mental aspects to myself and the way my brain works. So this took me a long, long, long time. And I had to actually try to distract my brain and my thinky brain and my head from what I was doing. Just like if you learn to play the piano and you memorize a song and your body just does it. And if you thought really hard of like, I need to make sure I know what the next note is. I need to make sure, where am I at? What if I made a mistake? What is the next note? You'd start to get kind of plunky because you were getting in the way. This is all basically, so when you're playing, when you've got something memorized, it's basically just in your memory and in your subconscious, and your subconscious mind is basically the one playing once you've got something memorized. And if you try to override that consciously, like, what finger is it gonna be? What is it? Then it starts to get real choppy. So the same thing with muscle testing. It's best if you can kind of just get your head out of it, totally out of it, almost as if your head's not aware of what your hands are doing. So for me, what I would have to do is just say a bunch of things and try to say them in random order. So I just look around the room, or I often say, like, I'm a boy, I'm a girl, I'm a girl, I'm a boy. Kitty is a girl. I just, like, my cats are in the room. Like, Max is a boy, Max is a girl. And then I'd say the color of things. The carpet is purple, the carpet is brown. The bricks are orange, the bricks are red. And I would try to mix it up so it wasn't every other each time. So I'd say several things that are true and then some things that are not true. And I tried to mix it up, and I would just try to kind of zone out and not really be aware of my hands, not be thinking hard about any of it, and just go through lots of stuff so that my thinky brain was kind of like in a relaxed state, not overly active. Otherwise, it makes it harder. Some people don't have that issue at all. They can just tune in, got it. I know what it feels like for a yes, I know what it feels like for a no. It's easy to keep things at the same pressure where they're pretty relaxed. Done. So, for however you experience it is fine. Whatever you're experiencing is fine. Okay, so that's muscle testing. So, we can say things about our body. My name is Emily. My name is George. I'm 33 years old. I'm 60 years old. You can say things about yourself that your system knows are true or false, and your body will be responding. You can also say things that you don't consciously know, but your body knows. Your body is amazing. It knows every cell in your body. It knows what every cell's doing. It knows how it's doing. It knows if your system needs more vitamin D. It knows everything. It knows everything. So you can also ask your body questions like about nutrition or hydration. Am I fully hydrated right now? No, I'm not. And your body even knows what would serve it. So you can ask, how many more cups of water would I need to drink today in order to get hydrated? And you can break it down to ounces. Our subconscious mind's very, very intelligent. So it can like compute it for you. It can give you the stats, everything. Let's find out. Okay, in order for my body to reach full hydration level, which would be optimal hydration where everything's working well, I would need to drink more than 10 ounces. Less than 10 ounces, more than 10 ounces, more than 20, more than 15. So I got no for 20, yes for more than 15. More than 16, more than 17, more than 18. Around 17 ounces. I wasn't super clear. Let me ask my body to reach hydration right then. Cool. So that's, if I go downstairs and I drink 17 ounces, once my body's absorbed it, I'll be good to go. Now I want to know how much to drink each day in order to maintain hydration. Over 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 62, more than 65, more than 67, 8, 9, 10, 9, 69 ounces a day at the moment is what my body wants. Cool, you can do the same thing with nutrition. You can go through a huge list of all different types of food and ask your body, is this for my highest and greatest good, or is it not? Would this serve my body? Would it not? Okay, also you can do things with your subconscious. So your subconscious mind is aware of your entire memory, your entire life experience, and this is turning into a long video. I apologize. But we're touching on some of the important things. So your subconscious mind knows everything. It has every day memorized, every day recorded, anything you experienced, anywhere you've been, what emotions you were feeling the first time you smelt a rose, what temperature it was that day you got a puppy. Like, your subconscious mind knows everything. So you can also ask your body questions, which is what I do that in energy sessions with clients. And I can ask my body all kinds of stuff. Usually I'm trying to clear trapped emotions and baggage. So I ask my body, do I have a trapped emotion of anger? Yes. Can it clear today? Or can it clear right now? No. Would I need to surface it and know more about it before it would be ready to be cleared and healed? Yes. So I can go through questions and ask my system, what I need to know about it, who, what, why, when. Do I need to know any more? Do I need to know who's it, like if it was mine or if I picked it up from someone else? I can ask all those questions because my system knows everything about me. Also really cool, our subconscious mind is very connected to the whole world, to everything. So I can even ask my body, are we gonna go there? We're gonna go there. About a book. I haven't read every single page in this book, but my body is energetically connected to everything. So it is connected to this book. It already can analyze or tune into the energy of this book. So I can ask my body, is that book good for me? Yes. I can ask more detailed questions, which I can't think of right now. But, so, your system already knows a bunch of things. I have a chart here of emotions. I can ask my body, well, those are positive emotions. Here are the negative ones. I can ask my body, do I have a trapped emotion of one of the emotions on that chart? Without even looking at the chart, my body can tell me yes or no, because it can tune into the energy. Our subconscious mind is amazing. Okay, so you can use muscle testing for a lot of things, not for things that would go against someone else's agency, of like, I'm going to muscle test about that person I'm walking by on the street. Do they have a trapped emotion of anger? Are they, what they ate for breakfast good for them? So no, that it can be done, but it's not ethical and it's creepy. So muscle testing is not to be used for, in my opinion, for things that would go against someone else's agency, would be invasive to anyone else's information, or things like trying to win the lottery or such. I recommend you only use it for caring for your body and your soul and yourself, which can come in really handy because if you get a cold, if you get sick, you can ask your body, hey body, what would help you? What would help my immune system be functioning at 100% capacity? What would help my body assist it in kicking out this virus or this bacteria or mold or whatever it is? So very, very useful for ourselves and for our own growth. Okay, so there you go. There's muscle testing. You can practice it. I recommend people practice it for a couple weeks, like a lot, like all the time, like 100 times a day. Just asking all kinds of questions to get the feel of what it's like to be inside your body, feeling how your body responds to answers. And then you can use it for your diet, for nutrition, for supplements, for all kinds of stuff. Okay. And you can even be the person in the grocery store who's doing it to decide what food to buy. Yep. So that's where this one's really handy. So no one knows, or this, whatever. My husband sometimes leaves the aisle when I do it, and that's okay. That's all right. I'd rather know what I need to know. Okay, so there are other ways to do it, including the sway test. If you sit up really tall or stand up nice and tall, you can get a sway response from your body. So standing up nice and tall, you can say yes, yes, yes. And if you just tune in and observe and watch, your body can have a subtle sway. No, 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 and a subtle sway back. Because our body moves towards yes and truth and good, and it moves and is a little bit repelled by things that don't feel strengthening, uplifting, or true. So, and with that one, same thing, you want to get your mind out of it and just relax and just be. And just kind of let the body, kind of like balancing. I can't balance this very well, but if I could get this pen at just like a relaxed balancing point, that's where you want to be. You want to just be relaxed and just allowing, just listening, observing, allowing, and it's going to be subtle. For most people, they sway forward and backwards. I often, when I'm standing, go the opposite because sometimes my posture pitches me forward if I'm not having good posture. So when I say yes, 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 I'll actually sometimes move backwards because my body's moving to correct, upright, awesome posture. But that's not very common. Most people feel the pulling them forward or feel their energy listing backwards. And sometimes they'll even, that's all we need to know. All right, so you can practice the sway test and use that. It's really awesome. Same thing, so if you're looking at a supplement of like, hey, would this be good for me today? Just hold on to it. Oh, I'm getting a yes. Yes, yes, yes. I will use that before my next session. Okay, so the sway test you can do. Also, you can just do a lot. You can do internal listening, or I think it's been called intuitive calibration by Ali Duzet. So basically, you can feel and hear in other ways. So if you just get real comfortable and relaxed right now, sitting up tall, erect but relaxed, notice what it feels inside your body when I say this word. Yes, 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 yes. And feel what it feels like for this word. No, 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 no. So you can pause the video right now if you want to keep experimenting before I talk more about that. So some interesting things is often people feel a sensation of upward movement on the yes or downward movement on the no, or they'll feel themselves get lighter, almost like they're a balloon inflating, and then get heavier, like it's harder to hold themselves up. Some people will get colors. Certain colors will come into their vision for those different words, or a smell, or kind of a visual, an image. So there's all kinds of ways. So if you can practice that as well, just being relaxed and repeating yes, 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 no, no, no. And you can get familiar with how your body responds, and you can use that as well to ask your body questions. So whenever you're going to do muscle testing, or especially muscle testing, it's helpful to start by calibrating, which basically means tune into your yes, tune into your no. So I always call it warming up. So I'll kind of I'll pull several times until I find that 15% dimmer switch and go, okay, I'm there, good. All right, show me a yes, show me a no. Then I'll double, my name's Emily, my name's George. And you can just do that to tune in and make sure that you're in the zone. If you're dehydrated, sometimes you'll get reverse. My name's Emily, my name's George, or it'll feel weird and choppy, like instead of that usual zone and state. So the calibrating is just getting into the zone, getting ready, and then going at it. Some people don't need that. Some people do, so I like to offer it for everyone. Okay, so there you go. There are some ways that you can talk to your body. And you can listen and you can get communication information, which you can also do healing and clearing. You can clear baggage. You can read the emotion code book. That's a great way to learn a modality. Here is the chart, super easy. And then you can muscle test. Hey, do I have a trapped emotion I can release today? Yes, I do. Which column is it in, A or B? It's in B. Which row is it in, odd or even? One of the odd ones. Which one is it? 2. Which one of these 5 trapped emotions is it? Oh, it's that one. Okay. Trapped emotion of lack of control. All right, can I clear it now? Or do I need to know more? I need to know more. Okay. Do I need to know what age it was trapped at? Do I need to know whose it is? What do I need to know? Oh, I found it. Cool. Now do I need to know more? Is it ready to clear? It is. Cool. Breathe. You can use the magnet to swipe, or you can just breathe it out. Voila. So muscle testing is extremely helpful for diet, nutrition, as well as healing and other things. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to include in the comments or in the description some more information. If muscle testing works for you or doesn't work for you, or if you want to get practice getting really in tune with your intuition, being able to hear your intuition, hear your systems, your subconscious mind, and your energy responding to things, there's lots of other ways, including our energetic smell, energetic taste, energetic vision, energetic body sensations, all kinds of stuff, which you can learn about. One great resource for that is the Intuition Gym. It's a website where they've got tons and tons of classes and courses for just $33 at the moment. That price will be going up eventually, but it's an insane amount of information. You can get all of your questions answered, meet all your needs just at that one place because there's so many courses there. Also, I'll include a link to a really cool, if you want more information about muscle testing and kind of get some more perspective, learn more ways, I'll leave a link to a free class you can get I'll leave that below. And there you go. I love sharing about this because it's extremely helpful to be able to tune in to getting our own intuition, our own information for ourselves. Very, very handy, very, very empowering tool. And then you can also use it for your family and your kids. Oh, my kid's got the sniffles. What would help them? What nutrition would help them? Should we do anything like exercise, sleep, sunshine? What does their body need right now? Let me ask their body. And you can do a proxy on yourself just by intentionally setting yourself aside and saying, I'm now testing for them. Do I have a good connection to test for them? Yeah. Okay. So what does Sally need? What does her body need for her immune system to be functioning well? Sunshine, how long? 15 minutes, 3 times today. Okay, is there anything else her body needs right now? Yeah. Da-da-da-da. It's really awesome. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a great day. Have fun practicing your intuitive ask and response. Right, with that, it's helpful to do yes and no questions or quantitative things. Like with the chart, then you can say like top half, bottom half, left or right, zeroed in. Her body needs something. Okay, is it something that she would eat or something else? So you can do like either or, like yes, no questions. That's the easiest way. Until you Unless you practice your intuition, then you can just receive information pretty quickly, lots of information. Okay, have a great day, guys.